from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. Oh, my. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kansas City.
this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Airing one out for... And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of
big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right,
that's caught inside the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the
18-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Marcus May with a pick, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Yard line.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw, and he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Darnold's pass.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A gain of 15.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
82,
Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Chiefs 28, Jets 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that is incomplete here. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down
on 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 20.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Darnold, good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Let's go, defense.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 42-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Chiefs 28, Jets 21.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down and 8.
Switch up, switch up. Let's go, let's go. Yellow. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Get that clock.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The kick is blocked and no good. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All day, every day.
Now Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 36 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
34.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.